This video is all about the barbell back squat. Now, this exercise is one of the best ways to train your body to build muscle and to gain strength. They say if you want bigger arms, get your squat up. So let's go over the finer points of it. First of all, with setup, you want your feet shoulder width apart, like all squat variations. Now, granted, you can mix them up. You can go more narrow. You could go wider if you wanted. That's not necessarily wrong, but when we're trying to lift heavy weight, we want to go shoulder width apart, and then we want to take our toes, point them out at 2 and 10 p.m. Okay, so that's the setup. Now, as far as bracing goes, I want to imagine like someone's going to punch me in my stomach. So I brace, I keep my core tight. As far as breathing goes, you can do 2 different options. You can either inhale on the way down and then exhale on the way up, or you can use the Valsalva maneuver where you take a breath in at the top, hold it on the way down, and then exhale on the way up, okay? If you're using heavy loads, you might want to use the Valsalva maneuver. Now, granted, you can use both, right? So as far as ankles go, if your ankles are tight, it might be a good idea to elevate your heels. That could be 10-pound plates underneath your heels, or it could be using something like the heel buddies. That's going to help you squat ass to grass. And yes, it is safe to squat ass to grass as long as you're using proper technique and the load is not more than you can handle, right? Those are 2 key elements to it. So I'm going to show you guys both. I'm going to get the barbell set up, put it on my back. I like going hands shoulder width apart. Okay, so get my hands shoulder width apart. And I'm going to get set up. I'll use the heel buddies to begin with. I'm going to take a breath in at the top. Come all the way down. I try to get my cheeks to my sneaks. And then I exhale on the way up. That's my cue. Bend the knees to come down. Keep the chest up. Stomach tight. Exhale on the way up. Now, I'll go without the heel buddies. Exhale all the way up. The cue that you want to think about, if you start to round at the bottom, this is important. If you start to round at the bottom, you come into what's called the butt wink, right? This is where the back rounds. This isn't what we want to do under heavy loads. It's not a bad thing when we don't have a bunch of weight on our back. It is safe to be right here without a bunch of heavy weight. But when we get a bunch of weight on our back, we want to try to make our back flat. So the cue is chest up, push your knees forward, and then drive up, okay? That could be, if you're butt winking, you probably want to elevate your heels so you can work on getting low. Butt winks, you see that the chest is going to round. Got to get the chest up, push the knees forward, and then come on the way up, okay? So that is the barbell back squat. Hope you found this video helpful. Comment if you have any questions on it.